Alright, let's turn on the mic so we get sound, not like we've had the past weeks. Welcome to everyone who's joining live and to anyone who's watching afterwards. Need to change the stream elements one, but we're here, we're live. Let's do this. I am set here with my coffee, some chill 80s synthwave music, because I felt like Blade Runner, don't know why, felt like it. And let me just adjust my camera so I don't have to fidget here a bit too much. Right. Let's step away from all things cutesy, because time to do something else. So I was thinking to play around with some tools that I have and see whether I can get something natural sketched up, because I feel like it. So alright, let's do this. I was thinking to see whether I can. Which one my dude? Oh, that's a very fatty one. I need a regular one. So I'm going to be streaming for 1 hour. I'll see where we end up. No idea to make things cute today, but to make things nice. And I'm having some reference images in front of me as well. I'm gonna quickly do some outline. Today's subject can be found in the plant world. And I'm like, let's see what we can do here to get some stuff going. Because I'm gonna have to sketch a fuckload of these ones, but that's okay. It feels nice to just do something a bit different. It will be fine. It always is. I'm not sure I'm going to be painting this one tonight, but I will be. Sketching this one to just get my sketching mojo back. And today's sketch will be the humble Hedera helix, or the English ivy. I'm also just looking at the plant itself, because that helps. And a couple of leaves going that are going to be on the focal point, and then we're going to see what gives. Afterwards. Also, yes, I say the humble ivy, but you know, they are not really humble. And they can be quite a big pest in your garden as well. We have a piece of bramble that grows in, ivy that grows in no man's land behind us, and that one is just insane. Because if you don't maintain it, it's a weed, and we can't really remove it from, because it grows on no man's land, and you know, no idea who's actually, well, we say it's no man's land, but we don't really know who's there, so we just trim it whenever it gets over our wall, but it can destroy walls. Also a plant that is relatively toxic for pets, so don't let your tortoises and whatnot eat them. It's not that good. Yep. I am just with my red pencil sketching out outlines so that I can easily, after that one, can correct what I want and how I want to deal with things. Also, it fits the 80s vibe because this was an extremely popular plant in the 80s. Here in good old Belgium, I think quite everywhere, because it's, despite everything, a relatively low maintenance one. And I had the growing wise, the growing type wrong there for the flowers. Yeah, it's fine. That's why we have a little buddy there. But the thing that not many people perhaps realize about ivy is that ivy actually has flowers. It's one of those things that people usually don't pay attention to, which I understand, you know. But they're like small balls of pestilent goodness, I would say. they have fuckload of small balls. Well, it's starting to get a bit visible on stream, I hope. Right. I think I have an idea. Let us proceed, shall we? And take a sip of coffee. Also, do not underestimate these bastards are. You get quite a thick stem stalk that, you know, grows on your walls. When we moved in here, we really had to just, you know, remove all the weeds in the yard, and like, you know, some of the stems were like thumb thick, like, you know, or thicker even. It was. And once they anchor themselves into your wall, then you can get some damage. I might ink this one though, but I'm not certain yet. But let's get the general idea down first though. It's also a plant that is currently cultivated in so many different ways. The leaf I'm sketching here is the traditional, well, the most recognized one. However, you have spiky ones, white ones, variegated ones. Whatever tickles your fancy, to be quite honest, which is funny. Because, you know, it doesn't matter what they look like, they're still gonna be a pest in your garden if they're not maintained. Even to the point where I think that the state of California, for instance, has labeled them an invasive species, which, you know, I get it. I've seen these things choke trees in the non-nice way for the people who are into choking stuff. Yeah. they really smother a tree full. When they actually, I'm sketching with like the flower pods before they actually bloom, because the moment they're actually blooming, the most widespread variant, the Hedera helix one, is has little star-shaped flowers. Bit similar in shape to a Hoya, not in everything else though. But alright, general outlines are done. Time for another sip. Sorry. The next step I need to do is put veins and stuff on the leaves themselves. Let me just remove a bit of lines on the inside so I can actually see. So yeah, today is my last day of my week off, so I need to go back to the office tomorrow, which is a bit of a bummer. Well, not a bit, major bummer. But yes, it's been a really, really chilled week. I've dropped my little here crouching, and my dog found the lid of my Redis pen holders or whatever. I'll find it after stream. So yes, not as fun as one would want, but yeah. One of the reasons why I like these plants is simply because they have like veins that look like they're glowing, and I like that effect. So I'm going to put my general lines up. Also makes me realize that I made errors. Nah, you're never late. You arrive exactly when you need to. This is known. Nah, but it's a good excuse to use. I'm going to let this one actually dip in a bit more. It's my last day of vacation today, so it's been a bit a calm day. Did my fair share of playing Baldur's Gate the past days, whenever I could. I realized that if I would join a D&D campaign now, I would be a proper menace. Ah, yeah. Y'all, I like it. I play a drow druid. And my initial thought is like, yes, I want to help people, but it doesn't really work out. So, in the druid village, I got annoyed that the lead druid was not druiding as I think she should druid, so I attacked her. Ergo, the entire village gets killed because of that one. Oopsie. Yeah, so yesterday I decapitated Corlac because she's really pissed off at me because, all the tieflings died. I was like, but it's not my fault. But you didn't listen. I'm currently also in the Underdark trying to rescue some not gnomes, small people from the Dwergar, and every time I tried I set them on fire accidentally. So yeah, it's going excellent. Yeah, but at least then I saved before and I retried 3 times. It didn't work at all. And I went like, fine, let me just see whether I can grind and level up somewhere else first before trying that one again. Yeah, I don't think they believe me anymore. And then the worst bit was in the Underdark there was a grave we found. Like, oh my god. And we're like, oh, it's really elaborate for, being here. I wonder what's there and stuff. And, and it said something like, because you've always been there for me or whatever. And I'm like, what do you do? Leave or dig it up? And I'm like, well, since you give me the option, so dig it up. And it turns out that it's a dog who's buried there with a collar. And I'm like, and then, the collar has some runic markings on it. And I went like, do I take it or not? I mean, I was kind of like, I was like, fine, fuck it, I'll take it. Yes. It's not going exactly how I anticipated it was going. Let me put it like that. Hey, Jan, you need anything? Just knock on the door. Wake him. Yeah, by now I just went like, you know what, embrace the drow. It will be fine. It was just I assume that you need to put it on the little doggo that's in my camp right now. But I'm also like, if he dies, you can't resurrect him. So I decided to, side with the fungal people in the Underdark. So like, we must avenge ourselves. Yeah, like, yeah, sure. So I'll go to the, there's like this dude king who joins us, and literally in first round he dies. And I'm like, come on! I'm like, there is also a dwarf who went missing, a dwarf with Alzheimer. Yeah, this was by far the worst. There was a dwarf with Alzheimer who's also in the Underdark, and his wife went like, oh my god, mushroom picker. He went like, he's missing. I was like, fine, I'll go find him. So I follow the map, kill some monsters, and come to the area, and there's like this entire thing of like mushroom whatever things, and I don't like them. So I just, yeet a firebolt in that one, not realizing that four of us in there. He walks out burning and he dies in front of me. And I just went like, maybe I'm not cut out to help people here. Screw this, I'm going home. Are we the baddies? So yeah. Yeah, I mean, you just have to laugh at that one. You know, I'm not taking things too serious, and I know that I'm gonna have to replay it a couple of times anyway. But I'm like one of the drow that's not inherently evil. I'm one of those freak ones that goes like, but we're good ones, honest. I think my entire playing record will contradict that one. Oh yeah. I think I have a different playthrough than most people. But I usually don't really have that super much time to game during the week. So I took advantage of it. The biggest frustration is that in the sensation that I can't play it all. I'm one of those persons who does all the side quests and whatnot, and that's not really an option here, because depending on what you choose. But, you know, I think my entire motto is really like, you know, the way I play it, you can just play the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme song all over it. Yeah, that's why getting somewhere. Let's see whether I can ink some already so that it can dry. I also don't have all the playable characters, which is obvious since, you know, I decapitated Karlach and Will perished in the Druid Grove. I did steal the statue though, so it's kind of funny. Wherever I go, you know, you walk amongst goblins and you just go like, Goblin 1 has received Sylvanas' blessing. I'm like, good for you, little man. To be honest, I tried to put it back though, but it didn't work. Yeah, so yeah, now it's mine. So yes, back to the subject at hand. I am drawing some ivy. I think it's called English ivy. I'm not sure whether English ivy is a subspecies of this one. Partial weed, partial horticulturist, dream/nightmare. Also, the pen I'm using is a classic Conte Redis pen. Well, this is a big, typical for French cartoonists to use. This one doesn't make you itchy. We have nettles here that do the same as poison ivy in the EU. Well, I think the difference is poison ivy in the US actually releases a toxin, and nettles, they just have like little barbs that they inject in your skin. And if you react to, you react to harshly. My granddad father, he would play hide and seek with my dad. He would take a running dive straight into the nettle bushes because he didn't react to it. But yeah, they are, however, not good if pets eat them. Yeah, serious mad lad. Encountered his issues during the war though, so it was I think my dad was quite grateful that despite everything, his dad was still so present. We have a grandfather on my great-grandfather on my mother's side who refused to work in Germany and who got taken and sent to the work camps, and my grandfather on the other side refused to cooperate as well. Yep.
Hello.
Hey.
You're not walking up again.
Yeah, you said 10 minutes.
I said I was going to take a small nap, but I wasn't going to go with the dogs until after the stream.
No, that's not what you said.
No, I can go with the dogs now. I thought I was supposed to wait. It's not I was supposed to wait. I can go whenever. You want to go for a walk, please?
So yeah, this one is... It looks nice if houses are completely covered in this shit, but it's also, it just really just ruins the mortar in between the stones. Even if you put a net on it, you know, they go like in, up, yours. Yeah, and they are remarkably tenacious to deal with. I mean, you have like the smallest bit of root left, and next year they go like, I am back, bitches. So I still find it funny that people buy these ones, but you know, they are native in this region as well though, but oh yeah, this is like, you know, this is a Vault-Tec plant. This one could be used in like Fallout as a symbol instead of the little happy dude. When Fimbulwinter hits, these fuckers will survive. That is just known. the garden variant, because if you can get the variant that is for like indoors, where people go like, oh my god, it's so nice to have them in a flower arrangement, they die within a week. No idea whether that says more about my plant skills, given how my druid plays. Maybe. So yes, I'm still outlining. We've also decided on a new stream schedule that works with the lab's schedule and my work schedule. So that one will be posted one of these today or tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, dwarves are good. Oh, can you play a drow druid? Yeah, well, you know, nature also has its, you know, dark sides. And then we're indeed talking about, you know, composting or death and decay. So I don't really see anything odd with that one. Oh yeah. Isn't that what Treebeard says? I think he does. You jump between things. I was also having fun with the hag bit. Because, you know, of course you need to rescue that daft wench that, you know, goes in there and goes like, oh my god, save me, Auntie Ethel. To give you the difference between how David played and how I played, I resurrected the husband, and I went like, here's the stick, have fun with your husband. He plays a necromancer, and he went like, he's mine now. And he just ran off. So he has a random zombie in his, and I'm like, okay. We are really morally grey in our way of playing. It makes it fun. Yeah, that hag was really getting on my nerves though. I'm cross-hatching a bit here. The idea is to make this one be a bit more of a classic illustration from a science book, or like a field guide from a biologist. I'm like, I put shading there honest, you can see it. No, but it's been fun, and it's like, you know, And you know, the coming weeks definitely something that was going to happen more, because simply no SLIP-OWEEEN to the same extent for me, and it's getting a bit rugged here. We're getting fog today. It's getting that bit of bite in the air finally, which makes it, you know, all the more like, yeah, let's stay inside. Minus the, we've been out with the dogs in whatever weather, which is, you know, always going to be a thing, but it's nice to come into a very warm, toasty house and just get out of your wet clothes, because it's Belgium, they're going to be wet. Have a cup of tea and game while the poppers are snoring. You get to the calmer parts of the year, the less hectic ones, and I like that one. Which is important why I always, you know, take these periods off, so I can get the house winter ready. You know, those 1001 last things you need to do, because hello, hello, hello. How was Facts signed? Were you, did you go? Can't remember. So yes, no cutesy stuff for me currently. I'm still going to sketch. Ah, you didn't go. Might go in April. Facts, by the way, is kind of like a local Comic Con type thing, but not Comic Con associated, it's their own thing. Dee made the poster for that one a couple of years ago. You have offended the Omnissiah, that is why. Have you performed the rite of turning it off and on again? Or the rite of Holy Slap? You do not do percussive maintenance. Okay, fair point. Percussive maintenance is what I do with colleagues when they're getting on my nerves. It's not assault if you can justify it. Tom deserved it is not an answer. I saw a quote today that I'm going to be using from now on. Instead, you can't tell people like, I told you so, but you know, this outcome was identified early on in the process. And I'm like, yes, okay, steel, yoink, thank you. I'm sorry, this, you know, outcome was identified during analysis in the early on stages of the process. What exactly are you having issues with? It's not impolite. Well, I did manage to do once do a reply to all that should have been a reply to one colleague only, where I was really, you know, spewing my guts over a colleague who was literally doing fuck all. Ah. Well, it's weekend, can be that there is maintenance happening. I'm not, you know, I'm just talking about IT perspective here. If there is anything that, you know, let me check on my phone. Twitch is also, yeah, but I think this one is from YouTube. Yeah. Twitch is a void demon. I don't know, my fucking god, what they're doing. Yeah, I can't really check on YouTube because then the music vanishes here. Sorry. And you have subscribed to the channel. I'm not pushing you to subscribe to the channel, but it can be something as simple as, you know, only subscription people can respond to the, and you're logged in with an account, so that shouldn't be the issue either. Why, YouTube? Why? Why must you be bitching so? This is not what we agreed on. Yeah, but have you done your offerings and ablutions? are you using the web browser or are you using the YouTube program app on your laptop? Because that one can be, that's of course going to be a difference as well. Just trying to come up with creative ways of why things hate us. Maybe it's a lack of offensiveness. That is. Not enough cursing. Curse more. So I am going to put down the veins of this one as good as I can, because I'm going to work around those ones so they light up light. See what gives. What's in the box? Pain. All right. Hell to drive. A shadow ban. Do tell more. I'm intrigued. We need to call HR. Who did you give percussive maintenance? If not your phone, maybe you. Ah. Yeah, I can fix it all. Oh, I can fix it all. Not an issue. I have a white marker. Yeah, and most of these of those big platforms nowadays are operated with algorithms and quite a lot of AI logic, and I use the term logic loosely here. And then you can get bans for the most random. So foggy? Need to get more of those new of those colors. I'm just gently dotting in some colors here. Yeah, I once got a ban on YouTube where I could just watch and don't do anything else because some random dude had checked out my profile on Facebook and whatnot and figured out I'm on the left side of the political spectrum and he didn't like that one. So he started reporting me on everything. Why? I do not know. So, you know. So then you get like, you know, a specific point, you know, my Facebook was blocked and whatever simply because he got upset. So it's weird. Come on. Away with the shit posting. Right. Dee, where did you post it? Also, I posted a lovely recipe from the 70s in the shit posting for those who are. It's a 1963 German cookbook offering bananas wrapped in pickled herring. No, 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 no. You need half a deciliter of cream, half a deciliter of mayonnaise, 1 banana, 1 tablespoon of paprika powder, 1 tablespoon of mustard, 6 herring fillets, preferably aromatic herring. You mix all your moistures, you cut your banana in pieces, and, you know, garnish it like this. Nom 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 nom. I went like, if I'm disgusted, everyone else needs to be disgusted. No shit. In a monster dog. Okay, my dogs are featuring in Stranger Things. They're in the Upside Down. I don't know, it's German. Do I need to say more? After, you know, after war crimes were banned on humans, they decided to move their war crimes onto the culinary world. At least he wasn't in aspic. Next time a German asks, are we the baddies? You can just slap them with that recipe and go like, yes, you bloody are. Ganz genau. No, to be quite honest, German and cuisine are not really words that I would generally associate with each other though. But that's me. They have some good products, but not like I would say a cuisine. Ausgezeichnet. That is a bloody cool picture though. I like, you know, Schwarzwälder cherry cake, Kirschtorte, and hams and meat products from Germany are usually quite okay, but I can't really go like, you know, oh yeah, the German cuisine, jawohl, no. Because the things that I really associate with Germany are actually from the, you know, German-French part of things, like Alsace in that region, so it's, oops. Oh, sauerkraut, yeah, it's actually more French than German, but sure. I'm going to put the veins up in white marker afterwards, I think. I'm just putting on the shading of them. Unbekannt oder unterliebst. Both. Well, you know, German sausage, yeah, sure, you know, but, you know, German beers, absolutely. There are a couple of really good ones. Nothing compared to Belgian ones, but they have a couple of good ones. Sausage, yeah, sure. Hams, but, you know, sausage, beer, and I'm gonna say something controversial. Sausage, beer, and ham does not make a cuisine. And now I have an entire generation of men who just goes like, you know, my manhood got attacked. Yeah, it's the same as the myth that, you know, the European Union has removed all our prejudices towards each other here. No. Of course not. Where will be the fun in that one? Well, despite everything, Germany is like one of the few countries that I know that has like a chain of supermarkets that is 100% vegan, where vegans can just buy anything without having to worry that it's I've only got one good run left in me and I'm saving that for a life-death situation. Oh, I have a couple left. I like to run, but I'm that annoying person at the gym who stands between the two ladies in their skimpy outfits that are like, you know, power walking, and then I just put on my metal and I just start to... You shall return, David 2.0. And then I start running, and you know, I don't mind that they're walking and stuff, but it's like, you know, I need to run, and a gym is relatively safe for my knees to do my 5k runs, and then it's usually, you know, you see them look at me, and usually after I go like, fine, I'll run as well, and I'm like, yeah, but you don't have to, you know, feel free to just walk, but it's funny. Usually women tend to be like, you know, less susceptible to that one, but if I do that one with a dude who's walking, next to me. Then he's like, oh my god, the fatty on the treadmill, I must surpass her. And I'm like, sure, laddie. It's a specific type of gym dude, bro. We all know who we're talking about. It's an archetype. It's like, you know, if you want to play D&D, that's like a pre-made. That's a pre-made, you know, character sheet. That's an NPC where you can just go like, dude, bro. Here are the stats. Low intelligence, low wisdom, quite, you know, I wouldn't really say quite, you know, a lot of points in strength neither, because I still tend to out-bench press quite a lot of them. But alright, enjoy your lunch. I was gonna stop 10 minutes ago, but let's not. I need to be better at timekeeping, I know, but I want to finish at least this one. Why am I doing dot work? Because it's a traditional thing that got done on woodcuts, old-time illustrations, in biology, field guides and whatnot. And I'm too lazy to fetch the green ink. That is why. But don't tell anyone. As long as nobody knows, it will be good. Turned on the radiators today because it is a bit chilly. As in the cold, not beans kind. And I was like, let's wear socks. I hardly ever wear socks. I'm not a sock person. And I'm going like, it's too warm. I am working on that one off stream. I have a couple of ideas for that one. But I have about 30-40 images in my mind, and I sketched out 3 or so that I'm trying to work out, because I was gonna go for a Ghibli style with that one. So one of these weeks I'm not going to stress about it, because I'm having fun with it. But yes, I have photos of your kitty, the mighty princess of the night. And then we need to hook up for a coffee or something so I can hand her over. Or do we set up a time for, you know, kill team? I need to get me my own kill team. Ah, you can get the original one. That is for me not an issue. I am, but I tend to make usually, I think Morier has seen that one as well. I had to do a commission, for instance, of Jigglypuff dressed up as a Gengar. And I was on stream sketching, and I think I went through 15-16 iterations. Of those 15-16 iterations, I went like, there are 2 or 3 that talk to me, and of those 2 or 3 that talk to me, I started working them up, and in the end I went like, nah, this one is most likely gonna be, yeah. Well, we can play Tilkim before. Kill team, Jesus Christ, I have verbal dyslexia. Kill team before that one as well. There is nothing stopping us. Just need to set up a time and a place. Outpost would work, but so let's see if there's other options. Maybe. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I think Laurence had kill team thing, and she went like, "I'll teach you guys." So I'm like, "Yeah, why not? It's a fun thing to do and get people together again." That seemed like a very fun thing to do. And you also know that everyone's kind of gonna suck at the game anyway, so that makes it fun. You know. Sure, you want to win, but at the same time, it's fun to just, fail with friends, kind of, because that's usually hilarious. Oh, so I shot my own team. Oh, jeez. Yeah, okay, sorry. So, pure stream-wise, I think we're going to limit it a bit because it's been a bit much, and with the current schedules of the boys, it's difficult to do it on a daily basis. So Sunday, Monday, Fridays will be streams, and Wednesdays will be teaching streams every other week, but with a pre-set agenda, because that makes it a whole lot easier to decide what gets done. And those ones will be put up, because they're teaching streams, available on the Patreon for anyone who joins, the free ones or the whatever, but it's just, We're also going to put up a calendar with what gets done when, for the teaching streams that are, well, the teaching things that were on Discord. Asking feedback on art is still possible, but that's just going to be done in the Discord itself. And it's nice to get tips and stuff and so on, but technically, and I have to agree with Dee, that is also, it used to be a thing we did, paying service, like, hi, let's have a professional look at my art and see where it can improve. And alright, let's see whether you can be in there. Yes. And whether I find my white marker and get some lines going. Ooh, 8 salamanders already, Jesus. On Bright News, I have started with 4 new projects from my backlog and I'm still not finished. I like your salamanders. to be honest, it's difficult to not like salamanders. I mean, they're like the good boys from the entire Imperium. You can sing, you know, 22 salamanders on the wall, 22 salamanders. You take one up, turn it around, 21 salamanders on the wall. Doesn't roll as smoothly from the tongue, but you know. I always have mad respect for those who paint their army and go like, I've painted this one in one day, because everyone's going to go, you know, go like, yeah, everyone paints gold, all the shields the same, all this the same. And I'm one of those persons who's like, yes, but I want them all to be individual because they have personality. So I like my orcs as well, for the simple reason that I quite often forget my color scheme. I know they're green skins, but what they wear for leather, and it's a steampunk inspired orc army. So yeah, okay. I liked how they looked. Well, the one that I saw the other. So one leaf done here. It looks good, I think. Even on stream, I am shooketh. Shooketh, I tells you. I can actually put the lines up and then just literally wipe them out later, because then you get like a very nice yeah. But I have to say, you know, that tip from Phil on how to do the little decals was like, oh, I've been doing this one since like, I don't know, 92 something. God, I'm old. And I went like, I've always struggled with that stuff. Yeah, I don't really like to use them either. For, you know, I tend to freehand for the simple. I'm good at freehanding now, simply because I don't like decals. Shooketh. Yeah, apparently if you put the decal on a little wet sponge, you cut it out and you put the paper on a little wet sponge and you just let it be for like a minute or two. Then you with nice tweezers you can just remove them. Alright, good to know. Because I got taught like submerge in water. Well, to be quite honest, I also remember when the first decals came out, people went like, that's cheating! And I'm like, for fuck's sake. Because of tourists like you that we need little stickers. Good on you, mold. Ah, you brush. Yeah, I've had a couple of times that, you know, it just got stuck to my brush. And like, you know, it split anyway, but it's I'm getting there on my pile of shame. I'm just I need to stop starting new projects and finish the 5 ones I'm working on right now, which is the water boss tracker I have a Cromlech orc tank I need to do, well, a Gretchen tank I need to do, which I can't play with because it's too big, but still. I have Secretors, Stormcast I need to finish. I have Griffhounds I need to finish. Well, I have 6. I have a Loon Kit on a Squig I need to finish, and I have Squig Sharks. You don't drive the car? Or is it like one of those classic ones that you want to fix up? No. I have a bike for the exact same reason. We have a car and it seems stupid to, you know, get us. I could get like a company car. Why would I do that one? I mean, it's 6 kilometers to the office and like, so yeah. I like my e-bike. Not one of those speedy ones, but just a... It is a sensible thing, and it's a very un-American thing of you to go like, we only go by one car, because it's still, I know from lots of my American friends that the 2-car thingy is like, you know, you must have, what if? Yeah, well, you talk to each other in the house and go like, hi, do you need a car on Tuesday? Oh my god, you need to be at the office. I can drop you off. You talk to each other. I will lose my freedom. What? But then again, I also understand that, you know, on average, you know, American society is built for king car. Ariman, twice, because the pain once wasn't enough. I still have a couple of big boxes as well to finish, but I'm also going to hang my letterboxes up on the wall, and when they're hanging, I will show how they look, yeah, in the living room above the sofa, because they're like old, you know, printers box where they had, you know, the drawers where they had the letters in the actual type. I have 5 of those ones, and they're like dark stained wood. I'm gonna hang them to the wall, and with little magnets on the inside and magnets in the bottom of my miniatures, I can put them in there so they're actually on display. There is a 10k difference between them. Fair enough. I have to say though, I do like our little, you know, silly WhatsApp little group, because, you know, you don't get, you know, any more, you know, women than, you know, go like, oh my god, that Singe demon, so cute. And I kind of like that one, that is just, you know, appreciating each other's skills, paint jobs, and also just geeking out and squeeing over whatever needs to be squeed over. Ooh. Yes, the knights are a big one. I have one of those ones in the house who loves knights as well, so... But I think he's kind of a bit done with Knight for now, because he just finished his Zaku 2 Bandai Gundam. And oh my fucking god, Games Workshop can learn something from that one. Imagine having a Knight or a Titan where your fingers are actually flexible. Yeah, I added to the rats in the WhatsApp with the little Space Marine. I will post more of my Sigma rides to get some variation. Then it will be Griffhounds and Doom. Yeah, I mean, you know, he finished this off. I need to paint a little pilot, but then the pilot is like a centimeter max. So yeah, fine, I'll do that one. But it's, it looks nice. I like the, you know, flexibility in the thing. I mean, also it's not resin, it's a very soft type of plastic. When you cut it from the sprue, there is less chance of it breaking. It's, I mean, no, G-dubs can actually learn some from that one, I think. Imagine, like, what are they called? Wraith Knights? The elder ones. I love that model, don't get me wrong. Big, you know, Titan, like, well, not Titan, but, you know, Knight, like, you know. That one with, like, you know, full mobility, like, you know, a big Bandai toy. That's just, you know, you walk on the battlefield and you can actually execute the movements you say you're going to do. Come on. I get that you don't want to do that for your teeny ones, but do it for, you know, do it for the big ones. Well, most likely then you get people upset anyway, like, you know, oh my god, it's no longer plastic, it's no longer resin. But, you know, we ignore those buggers. Hello, Red. You know what to say about the cavalry, Red? Always arrives just too late. It's kind of funny because I know the old adage is, you know, the cavalry always arrives in time, and we have a comic book here in Belgium called the Blauw Blues, like blue shirts, and it's about the American Civil War, and it's hilarious. It's a comic series-ish, comedy series rather, and at a specific point they're fighting a battle somewhere and the cavalry arrives too late, and it goes like, we're here to save the day, and they go like, no, we already, you know, defeated the threat and we won and stuff, and the dude's like, you know, like this Costa ripoff, go like, no, but the cavalry is never too late, and go like, yeah, well, you know. They are now. Right. Yes. They're one of those iconic ones from our childhood. I doubt whether they would be considered politically correct these days, but you know. Turns more into Japanese woodcut print, this one. Not what I had in mind, but I can live with them. So it's a bit, you can see the veins on them. It's going to be a bit worked up when it's a bit drier. Yes. Let me enlighten you with your daily bit of Roman Empire stuff, because if you haven't thought about the Roman Empire at least once a day, are you even alive? Another 2023 tantrums. The Roman cavalry actually trained their horses to respond to trumpet and calls, to the point that, you know, people who from, like, you know, the Gallic regions who would fight for Rome, you know, they would, after their service, if they were in the cavalry, get their horses home. Also, Roman cavalry masks, look them up, they are divine. To the point that there are actually records of, like, you know, when the horse is 20 years old and, you know, has not been in the army for 10-15 years, that they would throw off their riders when they would hear the trumpets, because they went like, I need to go into battle, and they would just, you know, out of excitement rear up and, you know, yeet their riders into the thing. Yeah, it was just, you know, because of, you know, arabesque that I went like, oh yes, Roman cavalry horses. It's more a cavalry horse thing than an actual Roman Empire thing. But as a Latinist, I think, you know, Latin more than the average person, that one I have to admit, but, you know, it's not like, you know, oh, today I shall be doing Latin. No. Want weird crusade facts? Ask me. That's more my thing. Why? Because... So I have helped you with your daily chore of having thought about the Roman Empire. You're welcome. Invoice will follow. That would be like, you know, a very funny, you know, SMS service, like, you know, your daily Roman fact. I had the joys of having a retired Jesuit priest who gave Latin, because he was retired from, you know, but since Latin teachers are kind of so he insisted on speaking as much Latin as possible. Also, he hated women, which was so fun. Yeah, it was weird, like, you know, it was like someone was like, apparently men think about the Roman Empire so many times a day, and you just go like, eh? Well, to be quite honest, Asterix is a quite decent source, because they did the research and checked their resources well. I mean, we got to read Asterix during Latin, the first 2 years, in Latin, of course.
No.
Hello. So what do you think?
I think you're spending lots of time on very cool patterns. Lynn has something in her eye.
Is it out of it already?
No, I don't know. She didn't want to run anymore. That's why I decided to bring her home. I'm not sure exactly what happened. Either she has like there's the dog that comes running ahead of its owner.
Yeah.
Came and they were running along the bushes on the side. But then either she ran through something there and hit her eye, or Scotty was chasing her. This one, see? It's all swollen. And I think Scotty might have whammed her over the eye with her paws.
I'll check after this.
That's okay.
See, ultramarine players think about the Roman Empire then quite often.
What a Greek.
Wow. Spartan. King Leonidas, owner of all the chocolates. I knew of the chocolates before I knew of the king. That says how Belgian I am.
That tells us a lot about your Belgianness. Oh, your Belgianness. That almost sounds like a title. Your Belgianness. Can I put these books on?
Yeah, that one was a little bit of a mind if it's Smurfs. Sounded like Smurfs, Belgian Smurfs, like, you know. But no, not Space Smurfs. Okay, you're good to go.
Oh no, I'm taking off clothes on stream.
Let me change to stripper music. After this leaf, I'm going to stop though, so I can check my dog's eye.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be fine. It's just got irritated.
Yeah, I just need to make sure there is nothing in there.
Yeah, she wasn't allowing me anything, so it was also very difficult to see when I was outside.
I also need to prep for tomorrow, like, you know, make my lunch, prep my bag. Need to go to the office tomorrow. Also, you know, simply because I've been gone for a week and I know if there's any security updates, they will, you know, be pushed onto my laptop, and I'd rather do that one at the office.
Yeah.
Than sit at home and be annoyed that, you know, I have to reboot 25 times. I do that one at the office, at least I can annoy my colleagues. What you doing? Now the thing is to not stress. If I have the first layers up here, I can shade it and do the necessary things after that one. We'll be fine. Well, I can hope he can leave his head on. I mean, you know, it's not like Sleepy Hollow stripping.
I sort of need my head. Most of the time. Oh.
Usually when I hear stripper music, I think from like Wallace and Gromit, The Curse of the Were-Rabbit, when they play the stripper music with the big giant girl rabbit to attract the were-rabbit.
Yes.
Wallace and Gromit are life. It was Hat. It's Joe Cocker who sang it, so it's Hat. If it would have been Nick Cave who sang it, then it would have been Head, I'm quite certain. Your hat brings all the boys to the yard or something?
Something like that.
Right. Did I have just shaded this one normally? Yep. Did I do that one? No. So why would I? Anyhow, I am going to rinse off my little Redis pens. Yep, and I will be logging out today. Dee will be streaming tomorrow.
Yes.
We will be putting up a schedule one of these days, hopefully tonight, but otherwise it's going to come up tomorrow.
It's going to be somewhere this week.
And have a lovely evening all, and see you next week, or you know, whenever Dee's around. Have a good one.